Tonight on News 12, Diwali fireworks danger. A warning tonight after several fires erupt following holiday celebrations. Also, the food stamp freeze. As the government shutdown drags on, thousands of New Jerseyans could see their SNAP benefits stop.
We don't have enough volunteers to support the rescue's needs, and we don't have enough donations to continue the rescue.
And a New Jersey nonprofit is in dire need of help after saving abandoned horses for 15 years. How you can help this animal rescue before it's too late. Thanks for joining us on News 12 New Jersey. I'm Kurt Sieglin, and we start tonight in Union County, where Linden firefighters battled a 2-alarm fire at an industrial kitchen for ShopRite. This happened about 4 this afternoon. You can see the smoke billowing over the building here. This structure is where food is made for the grocery store. Officials say the fire started in a shed. Firefighters needed about an hour to get it out. The deputy fire chief telling us the building is closed pending an inspection.
We deem the building as unsafe right now because we had a partial, the wall was pulling away from the building, and the roof, there was a partial collapse. So I've condemned the structure and notified Board of Construction.
Well, there were several employees in the building at the time, but they got out okay and no one was hurt. Well, what should be a joyous time for those who celebrate Diwali is now a cautionary tale. Edison's mayor and the fire department there are warning of the dangers of fireworks at Diwali celebrations. This video shared with News 12 by a neighbor. You can see flames. You can't see the flames, I should say, but there was a fire at a home on Fishel Road. We're told everyone's okay, but the family is displaced right now. This prompted officials to put out a safety message to residents. According to the mayor, there were over 40 calls to the fire department, 7 fires, including one on Fishel Road. The mayor calls the volume of calls last night far worse than in previous years. A neighbor says he heard a loud noise about 12:30 in the morning.
Then I saw from the window. By that time it is like fire is going on, and the fire, everyone came in.
People need to soak them in water and wait a good amount of time before disposing of them.
As an alternative, the township is inviting residents to celebrate Diwali at the municipal complex from 2 to 9 this weekend. And 10 firefighters are recovering right now after an intense overnight blaze at a home in Bergen County. The fire on Ellen Court in Hillsdale was seriously damaged. Officials say a surge in the flames sent 10 firefighters to a local hospital. There was apparently an issue with the water supply that led to service being briefly lost, leading to the intense flames.
Everybody is safe. The owners got out of the house. They've since left, and so we're going through it. They're trying to identify the source, and so begins.
Hillsdale Fire Department saying the flames appear to have started on a rear deck and extended into the attic. The question in Jersey City tonight, what led to a police shootout there? Tonight, one man is dead. Family members identify him as 27-year-old Tashawn Rogers. Mayor Steve Fulop posted on social media the department's street crimes unit spotted a person acting suspiciously and noticed a bulge in his clothing, thinking it was a gun. When officers approached, the man opened fire. The officer fired back, killing the man.
And they shot him down in the street. They killed him and would not tell me what happened. Okay? All they did was came there flashing lights in my eyes and saying that they was looking for him. I said, well, he's not home. I told them he went to Texas because they kept going back and forth asking about information but wouldn't tell me nothing. Not telling me that my grandson was dead, that they killed my grandson.
As is protocol, the Attorney General's office is now handling this investigation. New tonight, a woman killed in a car crash in Somerset County. The crash Sunday morning in Franklin on Easton Avenue near Cedar Grove Lane. A preliminary report shows Michelle Rojek of Somerset drove into oncoming traffic and hit another car. The driver of that other car is okay. Congresswoman LaMonica McIver in court today in Newark. Her attorneys argue the assault case against her should be dismissed. They say she is a victim of selective prosecution and also that she has legislative immunity. McIver has said she was targeted by the Trump administration because she is against the mass incarceration of immigrants. She was charged following a scuffle with ICE agents in May outside Delaney Hall. After the hearing today, she addressed supporters outside.
We have to continue to hold this administration accountable. We all know why this is happening. I'm clear why this is happening. It's because I was doing my job and I continue to do so.
The U.S. Attorney's Office, though, argues MacIver engaged in a criminal act. The judge will issue a written ruling at a later date. New tonight, one person recovering after being attacked by a coyote in Bergen County. Second coyote attack this week. This one happened near Oak Road. Officials say the victim working in their yard when an aggressive coyote attacked. The victim bitten several times. When animal control arrived, they found the animal to be visibly sick and had no fear of humans. The coyote was killed and taken for testing. All right, time for your first forecast tonight. Rain is going to be falling tonight.
Just a little bit, but there is going to be some changes with that rain. So we get a little bit of rain moving across the area, for the first part of the overnight hours. It isn't going to be a lot, but there could be maybe an hour where we see a decent little pop of moderate rainfall, organized rain showers, now already starting to gear up just south and west of Philadelphia. That is going to be tracking in towards Somerset, Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties a little bit later on tonight. Now, this is the first line. There is a second line that will move through probably in the wee hours of Wednesday morning. That's going to be the frontal boundary that will bring in a reinforcing shot of cooler temperatures. It's windy for tomorrow. We have a mixture of sun and clouds. It's drier, and it will remain drier for the remainder of the week. It's also going to remain on the coolish side. So we wake up Wednesday morning with temperatures in the 40s, daytime high temperatures eventually peaking in and around the low to middle 60s. That's seasonable for this time of year, but it's only going to get colder from here on out. I'll talk about that with the 10-day coming up in just a little bit, Kurt.
Sounds good, Dave. Thank you. An update now on New Jersey's lawsuit against Amazon. The state claims the company is violating several state laws and resulted in millions of dollars in losses for flex drivers. But tonight, Amazon is refuting the state's accusations, saying it is wrong on the facts and the law. Amazon Flex has empowered independent delivery partners to choose delivery blocks that fit their schedules, giving them the freedom to decide when and where they work. This flexibility is one of the main reasons many drivers say they enjoy the program. Just days away now from the start of early voting for the November election. Today, Union County's Board of Elections announced 11 locations for in-person early voting. Precincts will be in 9 towns, including Berkeley Heights, Elizabeth, Plainfield, and Rahway. Registered Union County voters can cast their ballots beginning Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We have a full list of locations and times on our website, news12.com. And an alert going out tonight to all SNAP benefit users. The state health department says interruptions are possible if the government shutdown does not end by November. News 12's Jim Murdoch tells us this affects 800,000 New Jerseyans.
We don't know what's going to happen, says Sylvia. She's a Mexican immigrant here on a green card who relies on SNAP benefits, which could run out if the government shutdown continues. We thought about even going back to Mexico because we don't know what will happen. Speaking with News 12 through her caseworker Lorenza outside of the Community Affairs and Resource Center in Asbury Park, her message to Washington is clear. We just hope that they can come to a solution, she says. At the West Belmar United Methodist Church food pantry, shelves need constant restocking. It's a small neighborhood center relying on donations and the goodness of others.
It's beyond our ability. People will be going very, very hungry.
In Neptune Township, Fulfill volunteers sort items. The center is already serving more people than it ever has in its 41-year history.
We are doing our best to get the word out to our community. We don't want to panic anyone or create alarm, but we are quickly getting to the point where there may be a disruption of benefits and we will need help.
The folks here at Fulfill say they're already seeing an increase in demand even before any SNAP benefit pause. Take a look at this video from this past Friday's food distribution. They say the numbers were up by 100 families, an increase of 33%.
Donating your dollars, donating your time and talent, all of that is needed and will be especially needed if people's SNAP benefits are disrupted.
And we'll still be open and give We can only give what we have.
In Monmouth County, Jim Murdoch, News 12, New Jersey.
New Jersey Department of Health will continue to post updates online. We have a link on our website, news12.com. Giving a helping hand to horses. Tonight, how you can help an equestrian sanctuary continue its work.
Concerned about your commute while the future of the Gateway Tunnel hangs in the balance? What's being done to give New Jerseyans a break from rising utility bills? You can ask Governor Murphy live on air. Follow News 12 on social media to post your questions or call live during the show. Don't miss Ask Governor Murphy, Thursday at 4 p.m. Only on News 12 New Jersey. Local matters. Ask Governor Murphy is brought to you by Genova Burns, attorneys at law.